My dear friend, let us begin at the beginning. What is impermanence? It is the simple truth that nothing stays the same. The breath you just took has already gone. The body you woke up in this morning is already different. Cells dying, cells being born, blood flowing, thoughts shifting, emotions flickering. Every sound that arises dissolves back into silence. Every feeling, no matter how powerful, will eventually soften and pass. Even the mountains crumble into sand. Even the stars burn themselves out. Impermanence is not a philosophy to adopt, nor a spiritual badge to wear. It is the nature of all things. You don't need to practice it. You need only notice. Yet here is where suffering begins. The mind does not like impermanence. The mind craves permanence. It longs for the body to stay young, for the love to never waver, for the joy to never fade. And when life does not comply, sorrow arises. Not because things change, but because we demand they don't. Buddha saw this with a clarity that cut through illusion. Clinging to what is passing is the root of human suffering. Ramdas discovered the same truth through the tenderness of his own life. When his body weakened, when love shifted its form, when identities fell away one by one, he realized that to soften into change is to be carried by grace. And Alan Watts, he laughed at the whole predicament. He called impermanence a dance, a playful rhythm. Why treat life as a fixed object when it is so clearly a flowing song? Impermanence whispers, do not hold too tightly, for nothing is meant to be held. Love replies, hold gently, for every moment is precious. And wisdom adds, even the one who clings and the one who releases, these two are impermanent. Do you feel the freedom in that? Let us imagine together. You sit beside a river. The water flows endlessly. You dip your hand to catch it, and for a brief moment you feel its coolness. Yet no matter how hard you try, it slips through your fingers. Again and again, it slips away. Finally, you laugh at the futility and rest your hand upon your lap. You no longer try to hold. You simply watch the river flow. And in that moment, peace arises. The river has not betrayed you. It was never meant to stay. so too with your life. You cannot hold on to youth, to possessions, to relationships, even to the very idea of who you are. But you can witness their passing with reverence. You can see impermanence not as loss, but as beauty. The cherry blossom stuns us because it blooms briefly. The music moves us because each note dies into silence. Life is precious precisely because it is fleeting. Yet the mind trembles. If I come out, how can I be safe? Impermanence does not strip away safety. It reveals where true safety lies, not in clinging, not in resisting, but in flowing. When you stop fighting the current, you see clearly. You are not the one being swept downstream. You are the river itself. This is why impermanence is not despair, but liberation. The ego insists, I am this form, I am this story. But impermanence whispers, beloved, you are more. You are not the changing wave, you are the ocean that births and swallows every wave. So when you lose someone you love, remember this: what is lost has not disappeared. It has only changed. Love cannot be destroyed, only transformed. The river may bend, but it does not end. When fear of change visits you, greet it gently. Say, even you are impermanent. Watch how resistance rises and falls. Watch how sorrow shifts. Watch how even despair dissolves. The darkest night cannot stop the dawn. In this way, impermanence becomes your teacher. It strips illusion from your eyes. It humbles the ego's grasping. It deepens your gratitude for each fleeting moment. It prepares you for death itself. The greatest change of all. And even in death, you do not fall out of the river. You dissolve into the sea. So do not resist, my dear one. Dance. Dance with your changing body. Dance with your shifting moods. Dance with the fleetingness of every breath. And in this dance, you will discover the miracle. Stillness in motion, eternity in change, timelessness in impermanence. This is the gift of the river. This is the freedom of impermanence. Now, let us sit together for a few breaths in silence. Allow each inhale to come. Allow each exhale to go. Nothing to grasp, nothing to hold, just the river flowing. Ah, my dear friend, as this talk comes to its gentle close, remember this: every word you heard is already passing, as all things do. And yet, the truth of impermanence remains, carrying you like the river carries every drop. So, hold this moment lightly. Let it go as you let go of the last breath, and watch how peace arises in the space that remains. And if you feel called to continue walking together through these mysteries, to keep exploring the river of wisdom, love, and freedom, I invite you to stay close. Subscribe, so we may meet again, and again, in this ever-changing dance. Until we cross paths once more, may you rest as the river, flowing freely, and as the ocean, vast and never separate.